Welcome to another episode of The Bug Bite, hosted by yours truly, Tech Coach Ralph, where we are engineered to win. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about Southwest Airlines being sued for outdated technology. So let's not waste any time and let's get into our article. All right, so this article is brought to us by Cyber News. I will post the link to the article in the description in case you want to follow along. But let's get into it. So the title of the article is Southwest Airlines Sued for Outdated Technology. This is written by Stephanie Shepard, and it was updated on November 15th of 2023. All right, so let's read this. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. One more. All right, here we go. It says, Southwest Airlines is accused of ignoring serious risk associated with its outdated technology infrastructure and support systems considered critical to the performance, reliability, and security of airline operations as stated in the new lawsuit. The class action suit was filed in Texas courts Thursday on behalf of all shareholders who have owned or purchased stock in the passenger airline since 2020. The case comes just days after the FAA grounded all departing flights in the United States because of a critical software failure. The system outage caused the National Pilot Alert System, known as Notice to Air Mission Systems, to shut down for hours on Wednesday, delaying roughly 17,000 flights worldwide. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. The FAA announced that the failure was due to outdated technology, something the agency has been struggling to successfully modernize in the past decade. The lawsuit states these technologies and systems include, among others, the company's website and reservation system, flight dispatch and tracking systems, flight simulators, check-in kiosks, maintenance record-keeping management systems, telecommunication systems, flight planning and scheduling systems, crew scheduling system, and financial planning, management, and accounting systems. Okay, so they might as well say the whole company is going down the drain, right? Whew, it's you know what? In just a minute, Southwest Airlines is going to be saying,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
So what we have here is, I'm not sure what according to the lawsuit, right? Allegedly, I'm not sure what Southwest Airlines has been doing with, is it that they do not have enough money to be able to upgrade these systems, or do they not have the right engineers in place, the right QA team? This is very interesting, right? It's the second suit filed against Southwest Airlines this month since a system-wide breakdown stranded thousands of travelers across the country during the 2022 holiday travel season. More than 60% of Southwest passenger flights were canceled between Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. That class action suit was filed on January 6th in southern Louisiana on behalf of Southwest passengers denied refunds for their canceled flights. Oh my goodness. Soon you're going to hear.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
This is crazy. So not only were their flights canceled, they were also, I repeat, also denied refunds. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? The airline's top three executives were also named in the suit. The trio of CEOs is accused of purposely misleading shareholders by hiding the state of the airline's defective internal controls in its quarterly documents filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission dating back to June 2020. The suit claims the defendants were either aware of or recklessly disregarded the fact that the false and misleading statements were being issued in violation of federal security laws. So not only are they being sued, but this looks like it could also turn critical. It seems like it can also turn criminal, right? Because if you remembered about Enron and those companies, some of those top level executives were sent to jail for their lies and omissions and whatever it is that they did, but they lied, and that caused them to have major issues. Maybe if they were politicians, they might be able to get away with it, right? But being CEOs and stuff like that, people frown upon CEOs and corporations. So if it keeps going this way, there might be some trouble ahead. All right. Security concerns about the possible loss of critical data during system failures were also mentioned in the case file. And that is it for our article, right? So this is a very interesting article. Another lawsuit filed against Southwest Airlines. I just want to read through this part one more time because this is crazy allegations. And guess what? People are still flying Southwest Airlines. If I reading this, I don't think I'll ever fly Southwest Airlines. My goodness, this is scary. It says the lawsuit states these technologies and systems include, among others, so it's not only these, there's also more. The company's website and reservation system, flight dispatch and tracking systems, flight simulators, check-in kiosks, maintenance record keeping management systems, telecommunication systems, flight planning and scheduling systems, crew scheduling systems, and financial planning, management, and accounting systems. Whew. That's a long list to get through. But, we'll see what happens. It's a sad thing to read, right? Because Southwest is a pretty popular airline, and for them to be going through this type of trouble, and looking at it from a employment and business perspective, because here on the Tech Coach Drop channel, we want people to be employed. We want people to be working. We want people to be developing in their careers, right? So let's go back to full screen and we'll wrap this up real quick, right? But what I wanted to say is, you might think that this is going to affect their pilots and their flight attendants and the crew that works for them to get luggage loaded and all that stuff, right? But this is also going to be affecting their QA engineers, their software developers, their front-end developers, their site reliability engineers, which I wonder if they have any with the way that things like this are with this long list of stuff that's going on, right? But their data engineers, their data scientists, it's going to be affecting all of them. It's not just the pilots and stuff, right? Because there's so many different components to this, and so many people are going to be affected, and it's really sad to see. It's sad to read that this is the state of Southwest Airlines. Hopefully they can bounce back from this, because like I said, there's a lot riding on. Here's the thing, right? Which we might read through this in a dramatic fashion and enjoy the read, right? But when you think about it, this has a potential to affect so many people, right? So we already mentioned the pilots, the flight attendants, the crew, the people who work inside the airport who are getting the passengers boarded, the people who work at the counter to help get the people checked in and all that stuff, right? But like I mentioned as well, we have the tech team, right? We have the customer service team. We have so many different people, who work for the company outside of the people that you see on a everyday basis when you go to the airlines when you're flying with Southwest, right? So there's a whole infrastructure behind it that's getting it there. But then all these people as well have families as well, right? So it just, the impact of poor software and poor technology and poor management and poor leadership has a wide range of effect, right? And it's wide reaching that if the amount of people who work for Southwest, right? Let's do a quick look real quick. Like how many. So I'm searching for amount of Southwest Airlines employees, right? And it says that Southwest total number of employees in 2022 was over 66,000 people, right? And that increased a 20% increase from 2001, right? So with that being said, if something happens to the company, then all these people are affected. And it's not only the pilots, it's not only the flight attendants, it's everyone, And so I personally hope that they can figure this out, they can bounce back, and that they can make it right. They need to, you got to keep your software updated. You have to keep your technology updated. You need to put the right people in the proper places to make this all work. So I'm rooting for Southwest. I hope they bounce back. And I'm rooting for all the airlines, because especially around this holiday season, Southwest does have some good deals. Maybe their deals are a little bit too good to be able to pay for all this stuff, right? But I'm rooting for them, and I hope they are able to. I hope they're able to fix whatever's going on, and that they get back on the up and up, all right? Because they have some cool commercials too, and I like them. I don't necessarily fly that much. I don't barely fly at all, but I don't know if I'll be able to fly Southwest until they get their act right. But I do hope they get their act right, and I hope things bounce back. And I'm on Team Southwest, rooting for you guys. All right. So with that being said, I am going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Bug Bite. If you enjoyed it, if you found this informative, if you found it dramatic, go ahead and like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Tech Coach Ralph channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every time I go live, every single time I drop a new video. And it's a lot of content, but it's to help you level up, help you get better, help you to advance your technical skills and your technical career. All right. And last but not least, go ahead and check out the Patreon. See what we have in there. I'm sure there is way, way more than enough things for you to get into and for you to learn from. So check it out, techcoachralph.dev, and we'll go from there. And do me a favor, let me know what you think about the video. Leave me a comment, and I will make sure that I answer it, and we can talk about it, right? Let's just talk about it. But until next time, thank you for tuning in. This is Tech Coach Ralph with another episode of The Bug Bite, signing off.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.